But for purposes of going on this trip, we are going to be releasing baggage that we have. And we'll just quickly do this. The very first thing that we're going to release or get rid of are all the judgments that we hold inside of ourselves. Anything that we believe is a good or a bad, a right or a wrong, a superior or inferior. So we're going to take 3 cleansing breaths to release that. And the first breath in, we're going to bring in the light and the love of God. And then we're simply going to release and exhale our judgments. So let's take a breath in of the light and love of God. And exhale all of our judgments. One more time. Releasing all judgment. And one last time. Releasing all judgment. Next piece of baggage that we want to release are all the beliefs that we have. Any belief that we have about ourselves, of who we are. Maybe any of the characters that we think we are, or anything that's a belief that we have. We just want to rid ourselves of that. So we'll breathe in the light and love of God. Exhale out all of our beliefs. Breathing in the light and love of God. Exhaling our beliefs. And one last time. As we clear out space, the last thing that we're going to do in this brief exercise is to release all labels. Release anything that's a label, which could be as simple as the chair, table, anything that we think that we know, any mental label that we have, we're going to release. So breathe in the light and love of God and clear our minds of labels. Again, releasing all labels. And one last time. From this space, we are clear to be able to go on a very slight journey with a quick meditation. So we're going to feel the energy, the healing energy coming up through the earth, directly through our bodies and through our heads. And now we feel a beautiful white ball of healing energy on top of us, coming down and surrounding our body in a bubble, each part of our skin, around our entire structure. As we open up our crown chakra, we allow that healing energy to flow in between all of our cells, all of our muscles, as we relax in just a feeling of unconditional love, warmth, and joy as it travels all the way down and back into the earth. And now all of us will bring out of our heart chakra and bring to the center of the room a wonderful energy of all of the chakra colors of our body, and we'll join it together. We'll turn it perpendicular and plant it back into the earth and up into the universe. And we start to expand that through this entire room. And it covers the entire North American continent, and South America, and Antarctica, and Asia, Africa, Europe, and Australia. And now we'll expand it out into the Milky Way, into the 1.1 billion stars that we have. And now out into the 100 billion galaxies that we have, until it's everywhere. And from this space, we're able to come back to the knowledge of the unconditional love that we have for everyone and everything. We recognize and feel the oneness of the trees, the rocks, and the grass, and we've been all of that, of all of nature, and we've been that. Nature is the greatest teacher that we have. It works in silence, and it works with the rules of the universe. It unfolds perfectly, just as our lives do. And there is no mental thought or image of that. this time that we're in, which is the greatest time in the history of our planet, is a time of transformation. It's a time for us to come back to this emotional, feeling body that we actually are. We've worked for so long in just a physical and a mental paradigm that we're now expanding right now into this feeling and emotional body that we are. And from this space, everybody knows the truth of who we are. This universal flag, this universal symbol, is our marker. It is our signpost. It is our reminder to look into everyone and everything and recognize our total oneness and interdependence. From this space, we know that what we do affects the entire world. That if there are abuses going on of humans or animals, of nature, that affects everyone and everything. That is our opportunity to go out into our world and to allow others to remember what we've remembered. To not judge anyone or anything, to not label, because we recognize from this position that when we label everything, anything, we think that we know it, and it takes away from the divinity that it actually is. When we look through the eyes of feeling, we connect to the wonder and the grace and the beauty that surrounds us all the time. And it's only in the space of silence, the space of contemplative silence, that we connect to this simple truth. Everything is one, and everything is you. And the changes that you want in your world start and end with you. And we can all come back to this place right here and right now. And it's amazing how we have gratitude when we get to that place, because that is the one thing that I can tell you about my life, is that I find gratitude for everything in each day. I recognize things now as the energy of one. It changes the way we look at globalization, and it takes us to an opportunity to say globalization isn't about economic advantage. It's about embracing the cultures and ideas of other places, other people, honoring them, connecting them, and becoming a part of the same way that we do. That is our greatest gift to this world, to be in service to others in whatever way that we are. And the thing that is so great about our world is that we all offer our drop of water to the ocean. We all offer our gifts. This symbol, if you wear it on a pin, if you fly it somewhere, I can guarantee you that people will see it and they'll recognize who you are. Someday it will be the most widespread symbol in the world. And when everyone has it, that's when the real work will begin, because we will start to change our world. We will have no choice but to change our world, because that's who we are. Thank you very much. If anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. I don't have time to read any of my books, but if anyone has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Or I can tell you the start of the first book of what happened to me when I came back to just being quiet